How you doing, guys? Professor EDC with another BLADE-OSOPHY Sunday, and today let's talk about hype. Yeah, hype. Very recently, someone told me about this news about Brad Pitt. I don't know in what event, but being dressed with a dress or with a skirt. And, well, we may all have different opinions about that. I personally, I'm never going to use a skirt. Don't have a need for it. But anyways, when he was asked why, and he mentioned something about that it was too hot or something like that. And, well, if that's the case, then first of all, you don't use the boots that he wore to that event. Second, you don't use a suit, a coat like the way he did. And well, there are Bermudas, there are very, very nice sandals or shoes. There are linen, very elegant, airy and nice linen pants. And the second thing I thought in my train of thought was, well, okay, he's lying, and how much did he get paid for that? And the next thought was, okay, this is a chain reaction, because then other people are going to find it easy, to wear skirts. And I'm talking about guys. And this is not a thing of if it's wrong or right. What is wrong is the tendency that a popular person is creating and not being responsible for that. This is something I have talked about in Spanish for my channel, how YouTubers, we have a responsibility and we gotta be careful with what we say. Now, I may have made mistakes in the past or said something inappropriate, and well, if that is so, I apologize. We all make mistakes, but I try to be as responsible as I can. As a public figure, we have responsibilities. And I am nothing compared to Mr. Pitt, but he is responsible for what he does and the tendencies that he sets. And, well, I think that he got paid a whole bunch of cash to wear that skirt. I don't know what brand is it, but and set a tendency. Now, this is something that we can also see in the knife world, and we can see in Stater Brothers or a Walmart. I don't know if Stater Brothers still exists, Ralph's, but at least it's something that we can see here in Mexico in Walmart. When certain type of foods disappear, and you just receive we eat what they want us to eat. In the past, there was you went to Walmart, and in the butchery, you asked the butcher to clean the meat or to slice the chicken breasts thin and make them thinner. Well, you were able to ask for how you wanted your meat, right? Whatever it was. Now everything is just packaged, and when you arrive and you open it, it's those chicken breast steaks are this thick, and when they used to be thinner for a reason. And anyways, for a reason or not, I like them thin. And that's something now I have got to do now at home, and I am paying for that. Isn't that ridiculous? But these are tendencies. And so, yeah, we are paying also, when we talk about knives, we are paying for what they want us to buy. Now, there's nothing wrong in that sense. The difference is when they lie to us, right? Because we know publicity has existed for a long time and will continue to exist. But when a person, a YouTuber or a brand or a designer may lie to us, then that's something different. Because we may play with this hype and we may buy things that are overpriced. And I'm talking about secondary market, right? But just had to have this piece in my collection. Really, really love it. And I didn't get to pay a whole lot more because of a good friend. Perhaps 50 then 50 more than the original price. But then again, sometimes we are tricked. Sometimes people leave information without being told. And sometimes that can just be a mistake. That can just be, maybe the person didn't know. But then again, I think we can always discern. We can always see through. Well, no, that's not true, because if that were true, sorry about that. If that were true, then this theater of Brad Pitt and the skirt, wouldn't matter. But in the end, it does matter, because it influences kids and other people, without it's not like defending a point of view or anything. It's just materialism. It's just consumism without any thought. Just that. And if you're okay with that, well, then that's okay. But I just wanted to point out how important it is. And since we are beginning to experience a new world order, it is important that we really think about the way we're going to go with this. And we're going to get to do business with in different situations with different peoples and cultures. And do we want to do this with trust or without trust? I don't know. I'm trying to generate trust. I try to live an honest life. I try to live a transparent life. First of all, with myself, and then with my surroundings, with my immediate loved ones, and then with you guys, with my surroundings. It's all part of one thing. It's not separate. But in the new world that we are building, what materials do we want to include? And I think trust is something elemental. And I keep on talking about trust, right? And this hype is against that in many cases and in many ways as well. It gets complicated as we talk about it. But at the same time, when we think we are able to discern and we are able to see things that we hadn't seen before, and we take thought to different levels, to deeper levels, and we become less superficial or shallow. And I share with you this because it is something that I try to live by, and that I live in different areas of my life. I also like art. And that's something that, I try to surround myself, whether we talk about art, literature, psychology, personal development, spirituality. I try to surround myself with people that have more experience than I do, with people who are better than I am, so I can learn from them. And so in matters of blades, I do the same. I look for people who I think are honest. I look for people who have more experience than I do. I look for people who have at least the same tastes that I do. And remember, this is something I continuously say, at least in Spanish, but taste is something that needs to be developed. Not everybody is born with the taste of classical music or opera, or art or whatever. These are things that can be developed by most of us. But it takes some studying, it takes time, it just takes an investment of ourselves. Anyways, I'd love to hear from you. At least I'd love to read what you guys think. One of the things I had clear in my mind when I was a young rebel teenager that kind of had studied and read and blah 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 was I didn't want to be part of the herd. I wanted to have my own thoughts and my own feelings and my own ways of going about my life. And I've made many mistakes and keep on making them, but I try to be honest about them, and I try to be a better human being every day of my life. And even till this day, I am trying to get out of the herd. And yes, I don't want to be fed what certain company dictates that they're going to serve. I'd rather find ways to eat what I consider healthy and what I like. And so I do with blades, and I experiment with different blades that range from $10 to I think the most expensive piece I've held is 1,500. And if we're able, well, I will continue to experiment other qualities and those tastes and share them with you as honest as I am capable of. And I'm not doubting my honesty. What I'm doubting is the intelligence to be able to transmit that to you all in a good way, in a way that I can get you close to that object and help you experiment that and help you perhaps make up your mind whether you're going to buy it or not, or whether we can just appreciate something like that. For example, like when we are in a museum, we may not be able to buy a Van Gogh, but man, can we experiment and enjoy a painting in a museum, can't we? And so that is also what we do, and what I try to do and improve myself by sharing knives and getting better at it. Anyways, that's it for today. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week, and would love to read your thoughts on this video. Professor EDC out.